Welcome to Failure to Thrive, a podcast helping find individuals who failed to thrive due to mental health struggles, who walked away from their life and haven't been heard from again. I'm Sarah Jones, your host, a professional intuitive. Let's see if we can help find those who are missing. All right, we're going to do this from my car today. We have a missing person case of Ayyub Pugh. He went missing here in Utah in August of 2010. He was 45 at the time he went missing. And let's see, Ayyub Pugh was residing with family at the address in Layton, Utah. He walked away from the address and has not been seen or heard from since 2010. Ayyub has been in New York and Florida prior to residing in Utah. Ayyub is a mental health patient and may possibly seek or be involuntarily committed to mental health facilities. Last known wearing beige shirt, dress pants, and was carrying a Bible. I am going to draw the energy of Ayyub and this moment of the energy of when he left and where he's at, and we will see if we can help find or give direction to the family and help with any search and rescue people or any police that are involved with this case to help see if we can find Ayyub, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And if I'm not, I apologize. My heart is in the right place. I'm hoping, but let's go. Here is to draw in for Ayyub Pugh. Left Layton, Utah in 2010. Immediately it feels like a bus station. These felt like antenna and trees at the same time. Out of the missing people cases I've drawn, Ayyub feels like he is alive. Out of the variety of ones that I have drawn, he feels like he is living. As I'm drawing this, it feels like a synagogue and a pyramid all at the same time. Like a church energy just showed up, as well as a beehive. So Utah is a beehive state. But it does feel like a beehive, but it's a very squared off beehive. It also feels like it's not a beehive. It also feels like it's a temple of sorts, a religious temple, whether it's a temple he's created, like if it's a physical temple or if it's a temple in his mind. Either could be. Let's see if we can at least get a state and get some sensation or feeling of where he's at. This feels like a sunset, sunrise. Florida just came to mind. Florida. Yeah, with this sun and these circles, it also feels like a snow globe type energy. Snow globe. That's interesting, the little antenna pine trees though. They still feel like an antenna and pine trees all at the same time. Kind of feels like one of those temple energies again, but it feels much more distorted. It feels much more, it just feels distorted. Much more distorted. That felt like a moon phase, and as I'm drawing it, it feels like the moon is what is happening. There's something with the moon and the full moons. Moon cycling. If he was a star watcher or moons, moons. Where did he do that? Where did he stargaze, or where did he like to process and look at energy? Because this is a comfortable energy. It's like a homey feeling, like he's at home in it. It doesn't feel like nature. This still feels like he's in a city type energy. This isn't a naturescape by any means. Let's go. These feel like kids, if he has kids. These feel like 3 kids. 3 kids. 3 kids. It could be nieces and nephews. It could be kids in the neighborhood. Doesn't matter. This energy is not a kid. This feels more like it's trying to represent those feelings of being a kid, and it might be siblings as well. This could be him, and this could be 2 siblings. Because this energy just connected back to the moon energy, the moon phases energy, and it feels like it's trying to be them, but it's not. So it helps me to know that it's like trying to be a childhood feeling or a childhood experience when it's not. It's trying to replicate those feelings of parenting or childhood. It replicates those emotions, and so there's a connection with the moon and the sun. The moon and the sun. Oh, I want to cough. When I say sun, it also felt really heavy, and S-O-N as well as S-U-N kind of sun is the heaviness that it feels. Whoo! Just breathe it through that. That's a lot. One of the things that I find with the work I do with generational healing and helping specifically with mental health challenges and individuals with mental health challenges that go missing is unless there's been a chain breaker in the family, it's going to be really hard to find this person that went missing in the energy that the family was in when that person went missing. Same kind of energy of a child who gets put in foster care because the parent has done something, and then they get put in foster and they get put back with like grandparents or aunts and uncles that are in similar energy to their parents who they were taken from. That's the kind of energy that wants to keep showing up and saying that the family has changed or tries to do things different, but the energy is still doing the same thing. So it's really hard to find people when we're in the energy that they're in, because that's how they get lost in the first place. It's that familiar energy of lost or leaving or abandonment. Whenever that energy perpetuates and it continually shows up until someone breaks the chain of stopping that generational trauma from continuing on, it keeps going. And there feels like there's a lot here with him. There feels like there's a lot with his family dynamics within himself of healing and believing of being healed, but not necessarily being healed, but having hope, but also not having hope. It's a very interesting dichotomy of energy that is showing up right now. But any of you who have any family members who have any mental health issues, or even if you yourself do, one of the things that will help and be a huge help is to start doing or learning things that you've never learned or done before. Change the dichotomy of your surroundings, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Change a behavior, and you help to start change an attitude. You start to learn new things. You learn how to communicate differently. You learn how to take actions differently. And in this case, that's in part why sometimes it's hard to find people, is because we stay in the energy they were in when they got lost or when they disappeared. And that's really hard. So the more people we want to find, it also takes us changing our energy to help find them. And in essence, to even find ourselves. So these feel like shark teeth. These ones do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those feel like shark teeth. Those felt like they were also sharp and preparing, but transitioning in. Shark teeth showed up, which again, it's showing up with that Florida energy. So that's unsurprising that shark teeth are showing up with that. Temple, shark teeth. So this no longer feels Utah to me. It feels also connected to Florida. There's some Florida stuff. So let's go and I'm turning it for me to be able to see from a different angle, because I get different insights, the different angles that I show it at. I show it at the different angles I see it at. These feel like rocks, but not. Like this one felt like a rock, but these did not. But these were required before I got to that rock sensation. Rock. See, they are taking on those little temple energies. Little temple energies. But they're starting to get a little wonky. Little wonky. Little wonky. Oh, I want to do an eye right here in the middle. Like an all-seeing eye. I don't know what his mental health condition was. It does feel this perception of God and being seen and not being seen and feeling lots of big stuff. Looking up. It's interesting that the iris or the pupil, like that part of the eyeball, is outside of the frame of the eye. So it's looking further. It's looking beyond the mark type energy. Now it feels Egyptian to me. Now with the eye there's an energy of pyramid again, but now the pyramid energy is showing up on this side without the step pyramid, but more of the traditional pyramid. Illuminati, I guess, would be that pyramid with an eye energy. If there's any fear or any perseveration on that, wherever he's been, that those are the types of thoughts or processes that he has had. It's showing up again, and it brought him back. And again, I would say at this point, Florida would be where I would look the most, with familiar places, or at least in his mind, where temples warped type energy coming from places that bring him familiarity. Oh, as I was sharing that, massive pain just showed up in my left knee. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt a lot. I am a type of intuitive that receives a whole bunch of different things. So one of the things I can do is I can draw, and I can feel as I'm drawing, and I get visuals. I get the sensation of feelings and memories that come in. I'm also the type of intuitive and feeler that I actually get sensations in my body that connect with what's happening. And oh my gosh, that pain level was like a 20 out of 10 in my left knee. I'm trying to figure out, though, it's not like the kneecap as if like I fell. It's like something got severed. Like it's not like the knee replacement type energy. It's like a cut, or like a deep cut in the muscle or the veins. Oh my gosh. I hope I never have that pain ever again. That was intense, and the fact that it's recorded. Woo! I still keep remembering it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that hurts so bad. And whenever something like that is happening while I'm doing a session or working on someone, I know it's connected to them. That is not a normal thing for me. I had never had that pain, that experience ever before. And the fact that it's showing up so dominantly, so strongly, if he has any connection with an accident or having any type of like surgeries in the past, or any type of connections to someone who has surgeries, or someone who has left knee, left knee, left leg issues, that is, his energy is currently connected to that. His energy is connected to that. Again, when I create a missing person paper or help to find in, what's the term? Like profile people with their energy, when I can draw their energy, X's usually designate someone has passed. His is not at all. I have no desire to draw an X. There is no energy. It's not even a desire. Like an X is not remotely coming out of the system, which again tells me that he is most likely still alive. That is been pretty consistent about the things I've drawn, and what I've found is living and past. And oh my gosh, just all the sensations I keep seeing. And here's another component I want to throw in. I felt very strongly I had to come to a park today and draw at a park. And I'm at one of the largest parks here in Salt Lake City, Utah, that I live near, and just came and parked in the shade. And here I am, hence why you get this lovely shading on the paper. It's related, though. It also feels a park, because I just looked up and I saw someone playing with their dog, and the energy felt that, oh, they're at the park playing. Oh, it's a park. Oh, there's a reason I'm at the park. The connection with drawing his at the park today also makes sense with how everything is working and what's going on. When it comes to, oh goodness. When it comes to him, a park that has antennas that are shaped like pine trees, parks that have familiarity to him for temples that bring up recall of family, children, parenting, or his own childhood, connected to where he can also see or interact with moon. Whether these are symbols on a building, whether these are symbols on like a company that's close by, or it's him looking at the actual moon cycles, like he likes to look up at the sky. It can symbolize all of them. But it is a place where this church, this kind of funny rock feeling, it also connected to Christ. Jesus Christ is the rock, is this one felt like, but it felt like things got a little wonky in there. And so if there's a church relationship he has in Florida, or a knowledgeable sensation of a park or a people or a knee, and left issue is paternal. I'm saying it's paternal in this one. It's paternal energy that's showing up with pain. Shark teeth showing up, a distorted type temple. That black line is definitely showing kind of a distortion to this one. This one felt very calm, but as soon as that kind of Illuminati eye popped in, it got a little like discomfort. It got a little uncomfortable. These are two people. As I say that, it feels like missionary type. Yeah. Missionary type. And the snow globe energy again, wintering there, or snowbird type thing, snow globe energy, and it's all connected. I would venture to say that he's in Florida, and if any of this has resonated or been helpful, I hope that it has resonated and been helpful, I guess is the correct phrasing. I'm not getting anything else that I'm supposed to draw. I feel that for now that's enough, and let's get his name written down. Ayyub Pugh. Ayyub Pugh. I hope that you are found and you have been feeling love, and that you have been safe, and that you get to connect with your family soon. God bless. See you next time.